In today's video, I'm going to be taking this arcane scholar and turning him into a shamanistic rune priest. Hey everyone, Jam here and welcome to Bash and Brush. So let's just get straight into it. And as always, when you're trying to make a space wolf out of a more codex compliant looking miniature, you gotta carve off some details. So what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to get my hobby knife, snip away the skulls, purity seals and some of the little trinkets here and there. Now if you just ignore this really dodgy looking footage just for a second. Now some of those places where I carved out the details, I kind of ruined the line work in the armor. So I just used my hobby knife to kind of just carve out and connect those lines again. It was weirdly simple to do and it worked really well. Now the first thing I'm going to add to this miniature is this bird skull. And that's going to go straight onto the middle of the chest. Now if I had a wolfy skull lying around, maybe that would have been better, but I also feel like I'm going for a very heavy, over-the-top, shamanistic vibe for this guy. And part of that's going to be feathers and birdie things. So this worked out. Now it didn't fit perfectly there and it was a bit too chunky, so I just got my little file out and just filed down the back of the miniature until eventually it fit in a way that I liked. Now the next step was adding that very traditional, cool-looking Space Wolfy giant belt buckle thing. I don't know what that thing is called, but I got out the Wolfguard Terminators I've already built to see which of those belt things that I've used already, which ones I haven't and stuff like that, so I can get one onto this guy. And just for you guys that aren't aware, this is actually part of a Space Wolf saga that I'm building out on the channel. Now as you can see on the screen right now, I've already done the Terminator Wolf Priest. Go check that video out if you haven't seen that one yet. And obviously my next HQ is going to be this Rune Priest, so definitely subscribe and follow along if you're interested in seeing this army get built out over the next couple of months. But anyway, going back to making my life difficult for myself, I decided to cut away those very long purity seals to get that belt on, which obviously means later I'm going to have to, one, carve out a lot of plastic to try and get it to kind of resemble the armor underneath, and I'm going to have to find little bits and pieces later to kind of cover up any ugliness left behind. But now all I do is I snip away some of the plastic from the actual belt itself, do a lot of dry fitting back and forth cutting until I get the belt to fit. And just that small detail alone has changed the silhouette of this model up quite a lot. Now the next quick and simple thing I did to make this guy very space wolfy is obviously chucking on a bearded head. Now this head is from the Wolfguard Terminators kit and it just fit perfectly. The way the beard was flowing and everything was just built for this model, so I just glued that in. Now, like I always say, you can't be a HQ unit without some form of cape. And I had this bit lying around from the old Dark Angels Deathwing Knights kit. And all I had to do with this bad boy was cut out the little wing motifs on the edges of the cape, smooth it out and glue it on. This adds that whole leader vibe, but also extra bit of movement, like there's just wind bellowing through his cape because, you know, this guy's summoning up a storm. Now once that was on there, I wanted to glue the shoulders back on because for some reason I snapped them off originally. And I actually broke the axe head off of this as well, didn't mean to take it off. But I wanted to get rid of that Librarian skull on the one shoulder pad. It ended up not looking right, so I just completely removed it and just replaced it with this shoulder pad from the Wolfguard kit. Now, like I said before, I need to cover up some of the messy details where I carved off one of those giant purity seals. And I grabbed one of these more ritualistic, brutal, shamanistic looking daggers from the Wolfen kit, and I glued that next to the other blade that he had. I just like the vibe that maybe he's got one more ritualistic blade, maybe he uses them for different things, who knows, but it just felt kind of cool and it covered up that bit quite nicely. And the other thing I added down there was just one of these little wolf tail talismans. At this point, all that detail that I messed up is covered up and it looks extra wolfy now. One small thing I did with this was I took my hobby knife and I just carved out some little nicks and slits in the bottom of this cape just to again make him look like a rugged storm-calling warrior. Now just a quick little side note, if you want to think of a name for this guy, let me know in the comments below because I'm kind of enjoying making a bit of lore for each dude going forward in this army. Now I kind of have a rough idea, but I'd be interested to know what you guys think in the comments below. But the next step was to chuck on this big old wolf pelt from the Wolfguard Terminators kit. But in order to do that, I had to snip down the right shoulder pad because it's got that big rim around it. Now, after quite a bit of little snipping, sanding back and forth, managed to get this thing to fit pretty much perfectly. Although there was a bit of a gap in the middle where the two bits connect, but I just put some plastic glue down there and then squished it really hard, and I kind of just filled that gap up. Now for the next step, and possibly the most important part of this miniature, is his weapon. Now I usually like to go for a staff with these space wizards because it just kind of fits. Every model in the game can have a sword or an axe, but only psykers can have staff, so I kind of like them to stand out. But with this particular guy and the plans I have for this army in the future, I'm going to have a lot of psykers with staff, so I thought this guy, I'm just going to give him an axe. And as you can see, I chopped off one of the axe heads from the Wolfen kit, the one with the runes embedded in it, because obviously it's a Rune Priest. And I just drilled a hole in the axe head and into the handle that this guy already has, and I pinned the two pieces together. And usually I feel like I'm not very good at the whole pinning thing, sometimes it just feels a bit misaligned, but this one actually turned out really well, if I do say so myself. And as always, one thing I love to do when connecting things like this is get my Tamiya extra thin plastic glue and just run the brush around the little connection point there to make sure we blend any of the plastic together, because this will just melt it and fuse it. Now another small detail I do here, which I've been doing with almost all of my Space Wolf kit bashes recently, I just snipped off one of these hilt decorative bits from one of the Wolf Guard axes, and I just glued it onto the bottom of my Rune Priest axe. Again, choosing the one with the runes on it. I want to try and get as many runes as possible onto this guy. And speaking of runes and shamanistic vibes, I sliced off this bony trophy rack from one of the Wolfen backpacks, and with a lot of kind of snipping and fiddling around, I managed to eventually get it to fit that fur, and again with a good amount of plastic glue it kind of blended in really well. Now at the moment it does look a little bit big, but we'll be coming back to it in a minute to add a little bit of something extra on there to really bring it all together. But before we get to that, one, I wanted to cover up some of the details on the right leg where I snipped off those purity seals, and also wanted another wolf tail talisman in the same area just to kind of balance the miniature out. But first I snip out this rune stone and tooth, clean it up nicely, and I glue it onto the leg. And as you can see here, once I was done, I glued the little wolf tail on as well, and this miniature's come together quite nicely. But speaking of snipping up some rune stones, I just found one of these in the various Space Wolves kits, and I just glued it onto this little leather strap where there was a more librarian looking symbol originally, but obviously this is far more fitting for a Rune Priest. And continuing in that vein, I felt that the right shoulder pad just felt a bit empty, and I just wanted a little bit more there. And I actually found these also rune looking stone things attached to some string or leather or whatever, which is originally from the Ogre Moor tribes from Age of Sigmar. And I just got two of those, cut them to different lengths so they're kind of dangling a bit differently, and I just glued them on. And I felt this was a really important bit to really sell that over the top shamanic vibe. Now I was about to start doing some green stuff work on this guy, and then I found this little raven bird looking thing, again from I think maybe one of the Age of Sigmar Gargan kits. And again I just thought this fit the vibe and theme of this miniature perfectly. You know, it's got a little birdie familiar, but also I kind of felt like it balanced the top of the miniature out a lot more. But speaking of balancing things out, I felt like the cape was missing something. Again, I know I've said this a million times, but I wanted this to be quite over the top. I want a lot of trinkets and stuff hanging off of this guy, so I just rolled out some green stuff to the kind of width that I wanted, and just slapped 3 of them onto this cape. Now I've done something similar before with the leader of my Horus Heresy Space Wolves army. I did a video on that if you want to check that one out. But once I had those green stuff leather strap things onto the cape, I just found various Space Wolfy trinkets and glued them to the end, so it just looks like they're dangling off of these leather straps. And as you can see here, it's a very simple, quick and easy way just to add a bit of extra flavor to your more leader looking Space Wolves. Now to a part that I wasn't actually really planning from the beginning of this video, and that was to add some green stuff feathers. Now my green stuff feather work is very rudimentary. I'm sure there's much better ways to do this, but I just kind of get a rough shape out of the green stuff. So I just roll it out, cut it into, like I said, rough feather looking shapes. Use my hobby knife to add a little bit of nicks and stuff like that on the edges. But later we'll be letting the paint do most of the kind of texture work on this. Also, I think the way I do these really quick and easy feathers could be mistaken for leaves, but like I said, once you've got the paint on there, I think it'll look fine. And you know, you've got the rough feathery shape from them. And hey, if you do find any value in these sorts of kit bashes and the Space Wolf Saga and stuff like that, and you'd maybe want to see some behind the scenes stuff of me making these, then maybe check out my YouTube membership and Patreon. But with that said, let's quickly cut to a little painted up showcase of this bad boy, and I'll get back to you guys. And there you have it, ladies and gents, in all his Rune Priest shamanistic glory. At least I hope so anyway. You let me know in the comments below how you thought this guy turned out. Does he feel space wolfy? Does he feel like somebody that rolls the bones and summons storms? And obviously, if you did like the video, you know what to do, all the YouTubey things: like, share, subscribe. It massively helps the channel out. And like I said before, if you'd like to see these videos to continue and maybe some behind the scenes stuff, which I'm trying to do a lot more of now, then definitely check out my Patreon and memberships, because that definitely helps these videos continue and helps keeps my bits box full. That was a bit of a tongue twister, but if you got this far, guys, I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.